guys, it's Melanie. It is already time for November Home Fragrance Empties. I have my bucket full. I also have several candles sitting off to the side. So we've got a lot of stuff to go through. I'm uploading this on the day before Thanksgiving. We are actually leaving town for Thanksgiving, so I'm not going to be home to burn anything, and the person staying at our house is not going to be burning any of my candles. She's not that type. So, yeah, this is everything that I've basically finished for the month of November. And I do have one candle downstairs that will be done by the time that we leave tomorrow night, and that is a Mary Cookie from Bath & Body Works, which, love it, love that fragrance. We'll be buying more at the 850 candle sale coming up on December 5th. Okay, let's jump right in. First candle that I'm going to show you guys is White Christmas from Yankee. And this was actually a White Christmas that I had left over from last year, and it was up to here. So I had about a quarter of it left, and I ended up finishing it just during the last week. I've started my Christmas decorating, and so I've been craving burning this candle. So I just went ahead and finished it up. There's still a fair amount of wax in here, but that's pretty typical that you will be left with this wax. Most people would be like, oh, scoop that out, turn it into wax melts. I have enough candles to where I don't really feel like I have to do that. In fact, I have several backups of this candle as well. I love it. It is now, I believe, an online exclusive, but this is my favorite holiday Christmas type candle ever. This fragrance is just lovely, and as long as I can continue to buy this, this is the one thing from Yankee Candle besides cranberry chutney that I will continue to purchase, so I love that. I finished up a Yankee Tarte to 10. I love this candle. I did an in-depth review of this. This was a European exclusive, so this is not readily available in the US. I found this at my outlet this past summer. I love it. It basically smells like a really tart apple cake, like an apple tart apple pie. A tarte tatin is like, it's an apple dish, like a little, what do I want to call this thing? It's not a cake. It's like a torte, like an apple torte. I don't know. Moral of the story is this smells amazing. I have a couple backups, but I won't readily be able to find this in the US because it was not released here. So this was just something that I happened upon at the outlets and snagged what I could. So, but it's really nice. Another Yankee that I finished was the Pumpkin Time Swirl candle. This is apple pumpkin and pumpkin wreath together. Okay, there is a ton of wax left in here, but it burned down completely. This was a dud. This just bummed me out. I had this in my bedroom. Now I have a really large bedroom, master bedroom, and I could not smell this in there at all. It was more of like an ambiance type candle when Craig and I were watching TV at night together. It sooted like crazy. Couldn't smell it. Basically, this was just a crap product. So I think I still have a couple of backups of this. I'm probably going to end up gifting those out because a lot of the people that I know mostly use candles for like an ambiance type of situation versus like home fragrance like I do. I'm a home fragrancer. I mean, I like the ambiance of the candle, but more than anything, I want to be able to smell the candle. And with Yankee, I'm just not able to smell the candles, which sucks. Okay, let's move on to Cranberry Sugar Cookie from Bath & Body Works. So sadly, I don't think they're going to release this nationwide. This was a beautiful, wonderful, thoughtful gift from my friend Jennifer, and she sent this to me for my birthday. I love this fragrance. It's very similar to Cranberry Pumpkin that they released in the fall. And sadly, I thought for sure they were going to release this, so I didn't buy any more Cranberry Pumpkin when I had the chance, which was dumb. Because now I have a decent amount more than any normal person would need, but I thought I would be able to just buy a bunch of these, but that's not the case at all because it was never released nationwide. I believe Jennifer bought this at a White Barn. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jennifer. I think that's where she got it from. I finished a Autumn from Bath & Body Works. This is a fragrance that I have quite a few backups of, and when I run out of the backups, I will purchase this again. I love this. It's a fresh, crisp apple scent. Like it a lot. I'm trying to go fast so that you guys don't have to sit through a lot of jibber jabber. I've done in-depth reviews of a lot of these candles. This is a vanilla pumpkin marshmallow, and I had this on my candle warmer, This is last year's packaging. And so most of the fragrance is out of the wax at this point. This, I have not had this happen with my other vanilla pumpkin marshmallows, but this one got that smoky smell when I was burning it. Like at about the halfway point of this candle, it started getting that really yucky, like smoky, like burnt vanilla pumpkin marshmallow scent, and I was like, this sucks. So I blew it out and I put this on my candle warmer and melted it for a few days until most of the fragrance was gone. And there's still like a tiny bit left, but it always, even when melting, like had that like smoky smell to it. So I feel like the wicks were really thick on these and they kind of ruined the wax. Like it burned so hot that it was just like, it wasn't super sooty, but like it just created like a lot of smokiness, and that just like went back into the wax, it seemed like. You know, I didn't notice that it was like smoking all over my room or anything, but it fragranced the wax with a smoke smell, and so that sucks. I have a bunch of these left over, so I'm hoping the rest of them don't do it, because that would be a major bummer. I finished my very first Goose Creek candle, and this is my favorite scent from Goose Creek so far. This is their peanut butter sugar, and this burned okay in terms of like, you know, burning cleanly and with the wax not clinging to the side. It did have some soot. Now, the soot only started happening towards like the last half of the candle. This was a little bit inconsistent where during like the middle chunk right here, I could barely smell anything. The first like quarter of it was like pretty darn strong, and then it started to fade, and then it like was nothing during like the middle part. And then during the last like third of it or whatever, it definitely started to kick in again. But that's also when it started to soot. And I know that that is a definite problem for Goose Creek. I think I will probably buy a couple more of these peanut butter sugar candles, but I think what I'm going to rely on mostly from Goose Creek going forward is wax melts. I have not tried their wax melts yet, but I've heard good things. I love this fragrance. I did an in-depth review of it. It's just delicious, and I would love to use this as a year-round like bakery type scent in my house. So I think I might, for the most part, stick with the melts from Goose Creek. Here's a Yankee Candle that was fabulous for like the first, like literally like 2/3 of the candle, and then it went nuts. Like, so this is the Truffles, which was part of the Girl Scout collection. Oh my God, it was so delicious. Like, I had it downstairs, and it was the only Yankee Candle that was throwing for me. It was perfect. It was flawless. There was no smoke, no soot. And then this happened, like at the very end. Do you guys see that wick in there? The wick in this was so thick. I'm not joking you. Like, it was the thickest wick that I had ever seen. And the mushroom tops that formed on this candle were nuts towards the end. And I kept it trimmed. It was smoking so bad one day that I literally had to like carry the hurricane outside and blow it out. And it was just billowing smoke. Like, it was disgusting. So this is the smooth wax. And I don't know what happened here. The fragrance was amazing. It had like a slight hint of licorice to it, but like it was like a butter cookie with a hint of licorice. It was actually pretty good. I know licorice doesn't really appeal to many people. It doesn't appeal to me, but just that hint of it in here was really nice. I'm glad I didn't buy a bunch of backups of this, because most people had a bad experience with this candle, and mine was great until this point. And I literally, like, I can't burn it anymore because there's so much soot and like wick deposits in there, if you can see those lodged in the wax, that like it just smells like smoke at this point. So I'm calling it a day on this guy. Finished up a sugared apple from Yankee Candle, which I love. This one didn't have a very clean burn though. It did soot a little bit, and then it like left deposits like on this side all the way down. I love this fragrance. I do have several backups of it still. It's one that I would actually consider like purchasing in the future if I could get it on sale. But for the most part, I'm really not buying Yankee Candle very much anymore. I'm trying to use up or gift what I have like during the holidays to people that I know like aren't super picky. You know, they like a nice smelling candle, but they're wanting more of like that ambiance more than anything else. So they make great housewarming gifts if I'm not going to use them. So anyway, sugared apple is delicious. It's a sweet apple scent. To me, this is more of a fall transitional candle than it is a holiday candle, but I could see why people want to burn it during the holidays. So if you like sweet apple scents, give that one a try. It had a decent throw, not anything super great, but finished my first thankful from Bath & Body Works. This is the Chestnut Clove. I love this. Oh, I love this. This is like the holiday candle. It pairs really nicely with the White Christmas. These two together are just like Christmas in your house. I like this better than like Fresh Balsam or Evergreen. I find that those two are just a little bit too astringent for me. This is softer. It has those like pine or like Christmas tree type notes in it, but it's softened by the chestnuts and the clove in here. It's just beautiful, you guys, and I do love the turkey lid. I'm going to be keeping the turkey lid. Okay, next, let's talk about melts. Vanilla Cookie Crunch. I always have this in my empties. This is from Better Homes and Gardens. You can find these at Walmart. It's delicious. It smells like a vanilla cookie. It's good. So good. Scentsy Huckleberry and Sage. This is the longest lasting melt that I've ever gotten from Scentsy. Like literally this smells as strong on day 1 as it does on day 6. Like this is like the tart that never dies. I just eventually switch it out because I want to do something different. But it smells like a fruity, don't let the sage part fool you. It smells like a fruity berry type tart. It's nice. It's really nice. I don't really like fruity things normally, but this one's really nice. Sadly, I think it's discontinued, but Scentsy does do the Bring Back My Bar, so they may bring it back at some point. If you're curious about it, I really do recommend checking it out. Honey Pear Cider. I love this one. If you are going to be placing a Scentsy order anytime soon, I will leave the contact information for my friend Lisa down below. She sells Scentsy. You can just order it directly from her website. But Honey Pear Cider, I love, and I have several backups of it. It is still out, I believe, right now, so you can get it. It is delicious, you guys. It smells like fresh, juicy, ripe pears, a hint of cider, and a hint of honey. It's very aptly named. It's delicious. I have an Antisense butter cookies. I buy these at Fred Meyer if you're in the Pacific Northwest. I think you can also get them at Better Bath & Beyond. What? That doesn't exist. Bed Bath & Beyond. Ooh, this smells good. You know what this is? If you can't find this, this is a really good replacement for it. They basically smell almost exactly the same. Yeah. Basically, they're exactly the same, except these are a little bit more expensive. Go for the Better Homes and Gardens. Another Honey Pear Cider. So finished 2 of these suckers because I really like this as a fall scent. This is delicious. Really delicious. A Kringle wax melt. What a bummer this was. This was White Pumpkin. This smelled like soap. I had to use this in Stella's bathroom. It smells like pumpkin soap. I don't know. I didn't care for this at all. In general, my opinion on Kringle is that it's just not for me. I don't think the fragrances in the candle form are strong enough for me. While the packaging is pretty, they're just not strong enough. And then, like, I just don't like this scent. And I don't have a store near me that sells Kringle candles, so buying online can be kind of hard because you just, you know, the descriptions can be a little bit misleading sometimes, but this just smells like pumpkin soap. If you're looking for a pumpkin soap scent, like this would be it for you. Be perfect. I'm not looking for a pumpkin soap scent. I don't know what I expected that to smell like. I think I expected that to have like a creamy pumpkin type scent to it, and it just did not at all, like at all. Okay, and the last thing are my wallflowers that I went through this month. So I have 1 cranberry pumpkin, 2 cranberry pumpkin, 4 cranberry pumpkins. Obviously, I really like this fragrance. I will say that the wallflower in this particular scent does tend to futz out during like the halfway point, so that sucks, but it's a really nice fall into winter type of home fragrance scent. It smells like a cranberry scone essentially. It's really delicious, and I've been using these all over the house, and people really like the way that it smells. It just loses a lot of its strength at the halfway point. So anyway, that's it. That's all of my home fragrance for the month of November. I just realized I've been recording this whole video with a ridiculous hairdo. Haven't pinned my bangs back. I'll be doing that right now though. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you finished up down below, if there's one thing that you totally like hated this month, or if you are really sad like me that this is not coming out nationwide. Leave me a note about that, because this seriously bums me out. But the lid was really pretty in this. I did do an in-depth review of this guy, so anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. You will see my beauty empties on Monday, but I am uploading, well, I'm recording it next after this video, but you won't see it until Monday. But it's beauty empties are coming. So thanks so much, you guys. Have a great Thanksgiving tomorrow, and I will see you in Friday Favorites and Flops. Bye.